he said, if you take care of it and you're faithful, that little kernel, Brian, is going to be way taller than you. And lo and behold, about 90 days later, I saw this whole acre filled with these big stalks of corn. And that example reminds us of today's gospel. Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed, which is the smallest of all the seeds. But when it fully grows, it is the largest of plants. So what is the kingdom of heaven that Jesus is talking about? The kingdom is the dynamic rule and reign of God in the person and ministry of Jesus Christ. And how did Jesus begin in his human nature? Smaller than a grain of sand in the womb of the Blessed Virgin. And what happened? He started to grow. And 9 months later, he was born in Bethlehem. And then he lived in Nazareth. How? Obscurely. The kingdom started small. And then what happened? The public ministry began. Miracles started popping like popcorn. People were coming from all over to hear his exquisite teaching. They said, nobody spoke like this man before. He raised the dead. He healed lepers. He cast out demons. And then he gave his life for us on the altar of the cross. 3 days later, he rose triumphant. He ascended into heaven. And then, at the Feast of Pentecost, he breathed on his disciples. And he said, "Whoa, receive the Holy Spirit." These fishermen, these ordinary tax collectors, were empowered from strength from on high. James went to Spain. Mark went to Egypt. Peter went to Italy. The kingdom started spreading. The miracles that Jesus was doing were done through the apostles. The crowd started flocking. The kingdom started getting bigger. Peter preached at Pentecost. 5,000 were added. Bigger and bigger and bigger. And 2,000 years later, after barbarian invasions and plagues and horrific Roman rulers, the kingdom is over 1 billion strong. So what does this mean to us practically? We're called to grow the kingdom more. And let me remind everyone, Jesus did not establish a political kingdom. He did not establish a military kingdom. He established a love kingdom. We grow the kingdom by love. And every decision you make and I make is to grow the kingdom in love. Love is not a feeling or an emotion. Love is a decision. It's a choice. How many choices do you have every day? And I have. How many? Thousands. Saint Teresa of Lisieux summed it up so well. Do little things with great love. That means every decision you make, do it with love. This mother was so taken by this message. She put on her screensaver so that she could see it every day. Love is in the decisions I make. She feels exhausted. She feels annoyed around her children. She feels unloved at times by her husband. But love is not a feeling. It's a decision to choose to love her husband when he's sometimes unlovable. To choose to help her kids with their homework when she's flat out tired. To go to her neighbor who is grieving and say, here's an apple pie. Decision by decision, she is growing the